Hey, it's Scott Mackenzie with Industrial Talk. Iris is the global leader in electrical maintenance safety, delivering technologies that let team inspect energized equipment safely, using closed panel condition-based monitoring to reduce risk and downtime. Their patented infrared and ultrasonic inspection windows make it possible to detect issues early, boosting reliability and protect the people who keep the operations running. If improving safety and avoiding unplanned failures is your mission, Iris has the solution to get you there. Learn more at iris.com.
Welcome to the Industrial Talk Podcast with Scott Mackenzie. Scott is a passionate industry professional dedicated to transferring cutting-edge, industry-focused innovations and trends while highlighting the men and women who keep the world moving. So put on your hard hat, grab your work boots, and let's go. All
right, once again, welcome to Industrial Talk. Thank you very much for your continued support of this platform, this number one industry-related podcast in the universe that celebrates you, industrial professionals all around the world. You are bold, brave, you dare greatly. You innovate, you collaborate, you're solving problems each and every day. That's why we celebrate you on Industrial Talk. We are broadcasting live here, Fort Worth, Texas. It is the SMRP Conference 33. I got that right. It took me a little while, Dr. Karl, to get the 33. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know the math. Very, very advanced for me. Anyway, it's 33. And if you're in the world of asset management, reliability, maintenance, and everything in between, this is the show for you. Put it on your calendar for 2026. You heard me mention his name real quick. It's Karl Hoffower. He's in the house. We're going to be talking about what he wants to talk about. And just keep going. Karl, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Scott.
It's our annual. We didn't get a chance to talk last year because of the hurricane.
That's correct, yeah.
Oh, bummer. Did you have everything shipped over there and then you had to bring it all back?
No, we were going to, and then we kind of held off and thought, all right, we'll just see. And the probability that out of an abundance of caution they were going to cancel it was pretty high, so we ended up doing
I was in Tallahassee on my way.
Oh, you were?
Oh, yeah, because I always get there a little early just because I set up and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, you're a professional, so I appreciate that. Hey, pull your jacket down in the back. You got a little fold back there.
Do I?
Yeah.
Well,
there you go. Oh, yeah, much better.
Thank you.
Now you're going to look better at the cameras.
I am a slave to fashion, absolutely.
Honestly, look at you, Dapper Dan there.
Look who's talking. You got an Italian jacket on. Don't get me going, man. All right, so for the listeners, you've been on the show a number of times, but we still need to level set for the new people. Give us a little background on who you are.
Okay, well, my official title is Dr. Karl Hoffower. I'm the former chief of physical medicine and rehab for a medical group in Silicon Valley. I was a doctor for 18 years, and then I decided to leave healthcare. And if you want to know the 5 main reasons why healthcare is an unhealthy business in America, buy me a beer.
Yeah.
So I left healthcare, got a little time in nonprofit, and decided to get into asset condition monitoring from the viewpoint of we do blood tests, we do EKGs, MRIs, all that type of stuff, and I saw that great parallel between that type of diagnostic test and what we have here that you see all over the place here at SMRP right now. We're using diagnostic tests to render an opinion about the health of equipment before it blows up.
I think it was you that drove that point on home, that the individuals, the professionals here are truly sort of those doctors. They're trying to assess the condition of the patient, which might be a pump, and then be able to affect whatever some strategy to help get them better.
Exactly.
And it's an interesting analogy. I like it, and I agree with you 100%. All right. Let's get into the conversation.
Well, so then I started Failure Prevention Associates, my company.
Yeah.
Moved it to Houston, Texas in 2012, and we've been growing ever since. So we sell tools to do the diagnostics. We'll train you on the use of those tools. What do the squiggly lines mean, so to speak?
Yeah.
Or we have a service division that we will use those tools and do the assessments on your equipment for you, and then give you a report so you get the insights so you can make decisions from a better position.
How long have you been selling tools?
The entire time, Scott.
I didn't know that. I always thought you were just the company that did the work in the field.
Oh, well then my apologies for not advocating on the depth and breadth of what we did.
Probably glossed over it, quite frankly.
Probably did, yeah. We were probably laughing about something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I started selling tools. And then people said, hey, what do the squiggly lines mean? This is hilarious.
Yeah.
I had a guy, and he goes, what do these lines mean? I said, you're not a vibration analyst? He goes, no. I said, I feel like I sold you an EKG machine.
Wow.
It's not until a month later you go, I'm not a cardiologist. I don't know what these things mean. So, yeah. By the way, that's Lakin. Hey, Lakin. Oh, well.
She's getting called by
She's
coffee.
fantastic. So she is just crushing it.
How long has she been with you?
She's been with us for, since the beginning of the year. So about 8 or 9 months.
Yeah?
Yeah. So she's fantastic. She's a solution provider.
Clearly, you're not as more important than coffee.
Clearly. Well, we all have our value at different times of the day.
All right. So now, what tools do you sell?
So we help people understand the depth and breadth of their needs for vibration analysis, thermal imaging, motor circuit testing. We're the number one rep for PDMA in the world, which is the best.
Around here.
They have a booth right over there, electric motor testing with online, offline, and 24/7. Luneta oil lubrication monitoring devices, SDT ultrasound. And CTC vibration sensors. We also help with wireless. We've got a number of different companies that we've vetted. For us, the top company around is KCF Tech. They've got a sensor that nobody can beat when it comes to...
You want to know something? In my studio, I ran into KCF, right? You gave... Oh, is she taking a picture?
She's back, yeah.
She's back.
She got a coffee.
She's got her coffee. So you introduced me to KCF, right?
Okay.
You did a number of years ago. Who's the guy?
Jeremy Frank. Jeremy Franks?
I don't know.
Yeah,
anyway,
I think it's Jeremy Franks.
So they gave me one of their little vibration device.
Oh.
It's not one of their cutting edge ones, whatever it was. It was, first generation, whatever it might be.
Right.
But anyway, it had a great magnet on it because you just stick it there. It was magnet.
Oh, they gave you a real one. I thought they gave you one of the foam squishy, legit real one.
Yeah, gave me and I stuck it on one piece of metal that's in my studio. It's like, yeah, right there, baby.
Oh yeah,
that's vibration. And I'll use it as it's like, hey, check this out. This is the device.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is. Anyway,
I'll have to look at the videos and
I
see.
I digress.
No problem at all. So, and then, like Ludeca, laser shaft alignment.
Yeah.
Greatest product that has been put on the market in a number of years. So we are a partner with Ludeca with laser alignment. So lots of different companies that we work with.
Yeah.
Our thing is just, let's look at your situation. What vertical are you in? What sort of manufacturing are you doing or process that you have?
Yeah.
And then implement which strategy, because I can sell you toys. We got tons of toys.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that I want to talk about, like IoT, all the wireless sensors. There's tons of wireless sensors.
You better throw AI in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, the thing about AI has proven to have some real advantages, but when you actually look at it from a subject matter expert, right now there's a lot of AI that's kicking out answers, and they're not always correct. So you need people who actually understand and understand the value that it's trying to generate, but then balance that with reality. Because AI is just, what's AI doing? AI is collecting the opinions of other people that it can find on the internet and summarizing for you. So it's really good at summarizing data. However, I've asked it questions, and I've used ChatGPT and Grok and what was the Microsoft one? Copilot. Those, just to name a few, right? We've asked the same question to a number of them, gotten similar answers, and then asked, why did you give this answer? And it was fascinating that they're like, oh, well, we found this, and we found this, and we found this.
Yeah.
So it's just who plays the better game at putting their stuff on the internet.
Here's my beef with AI. I think, one, AI is good. It's a good tool.
Yeah.
Secondly, I don't see how you can decouple the human interaction with it. It's like, okay, I'm going to use AI. I'm going to use that AI to determine the health of that asset, but there still is the point to say, AI might say, hey, raise up the hand and say, there's something going on here. You still need that human element.
Correct.
Right there.
Yes.
Here's my thing. and you can pull on it if you so choose. One, as we continue to evolve as a society and the use of AI, right?
Right.
AI is only as successful as you continue to feed that large language model with unique perspectives, insights, studies, right?
Correct.
But as we continue to evolve, we continue to just use AI and just sort of hope that it pulls back information. It's starving itself because we don't have new content.
Right.
Because it's just too easy to go to AI to get some information.
Yeah.
But we don't feed the large language model with unique content, so it starves itself. That's why these platforms, like what we do here, and have these conversations, and then transcribe it, helps feed and keeps feeding that model, because you bring that perspective. That's
No, that's fantastic.
right there in the
Scott.
whole head, the cranium was just throbbing on that
Singing
one.
along. I agree with you 100%. In fact, for a number of years, I've been saying I believe we need to really validate, solidify, and codify HI, human intelligence,
Yes.
before we go to the AI.
Yes.
So, and that's the point I was trying to make. I wanted to talk about something controversial about why wireless sensors are going to be a failure for you. And the reason being is because if you don't, it doesn't matter how many sensors you have or how often you're taking the data. If you do not have the strength of leadership to implement change in your organization to take advantage of it, then it's just a waste of money.
You bring up one of the very important topics from my perspective, and that's that culture, that's that human element. Because I don't care how much you automate, but if you don't have that culture to be able to support it long term, it falls apart.
Correct.
It just does.
Correct. Yeah.
There's no way. How do you, Karl, with your company, failure prevention? It's a big long name. Failure Prevention Associates.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember associates.
My goodness.
How about that?
You talk to a lot of people, Scott, so it's fine. No, Failure Prevention Associates, otherwise known as FPA.
There you go.
How do we address this?
How do you inspire the next generation? How do you bring them on board?
Well, our thing that I've advocated and spoke about this a lot, so please just Google Dr. Karl Hoffower and you'll find Scott Mackenzie's fantastic industrial talk videos. Talking about the skills gap and how to close those gaps. So our perspective is, do you have a labor force that has been educated well enough that they understand what to do and what not to do?
And I have to say, 9 times out of 10, that's a no.
It's
sadly, but I think it is.
Yeah. So I did another discussion on the labor participation rates.
Yeah.
And you can, I wish I had the graphic here, it's pretty cool. But it was rising as women entered the workforce in the 70s and then in the 80s. Then it kind of peaked in the 80s, 90s, and it started to decline. Of course, we had a massive drop in participation after COVID.
Yeah.
But it's never quite recovered.
Nope.
So we're hovering around 63% of the potential labor force that's actually participating. Whereas before it used to be in the 80th percentile. So
we're at
63%.
No way.
Yes. Yeah, you can go to the Federal Reserve.
Stunning.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And it was at 80?
It was at 80, yeah. So it's slowly coming back.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm going to get political for a little bit. Every time we talk about immigration, legal or illegal, we do not have the funding to our immigration people for them to be able to get these cases through quickly. Right? And the thing about it is there's always this thing of, well, we have to be slow because we don't know who's a danger or who's a terrorist, right? The only thing is you can't prove a negative. That's why in the United States and other intelligent nations, you're innocent until proven guilty. Because you can't prove a negative. Prove you're not insane, Scott.
Well, I can't.
Exactly, but I can prove you are crazy.
Yeah, that's easy. That's low-hanging fruit.
Exactly. So you can't prove negatives. So my grandfather was a Border Patrol agent for 32 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I'll bet you he has some stories.
He has wild stories. Wild stories. Him and his partner were busting so many illegals in Chicago in the 50s that, and this is while the Congress member for Chicago and the mayor were saying, we don't have an illegal labor problem here. And him and his partner were bringing in 100 people a day. And so they gave him a plaque, promoted him, and they moved him from Chicago, Illinois to Kingsville, Texas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, was not a promotion.
Wow.
Not a promotion.
Wow.
So that kind of cooled the agents. So if you think that the agents have always been trying to do their job.
Yeah.
It's always been political. And until they change how that labor participation has been allowed to come about with a cheap labor source, it's not going to go away. So my point is, though, is the solution would be we need to do better funding to get people through the immigration court so they can get their cases done.
I agree with that. Okay, because here's what I hear. You know, we've got this, I believe, this renaissance. We're trying to take this market here in the United States and bring in reshore, nearshore, whatever, more manufacturing, more opportunities, build this economy.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It's great.
Fantastic.
It's off the charts. All I can see is that's great. There's a people issue.
Yeah, we don't have the people.
How?
We don't have the people.
And we're not inspiring the next generation. We're just not. And it's such a long tail strategy. We've done such a great job. You're an anomaly, Karl. You're an anomaly that you were a doctor, and then you just decided that, well, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going over here to industry. Well, that's a hell of a move.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's a hell of a move.
Yeah.
But we in this country have done a great job of discouraging the pursuit of industrial professions.
Correct. Yeah.
And we were successful.
Yeah.
Now we're trying to say, hey, let's bring all of manufacturing back in, but we don't have the people.
We don't have the people, yeah. I mean, certain places like Alabama does a great job partnering and paying their community colleges to create the crafts training, mechanical, electrical, right? We do that at San Jacinto Community College has this Lyondell
that's a
Center.
Heck of a college.
Yeah,
that's
that
a heck
Lyondell
of a college.
Center, and it's not just Lyondell. There's hundreds of companies. There's Konica has done a good job. Carrari's done a good job. They've all funded it. The most beautiful labs I've ever seen around, not being used to the degree that you would think. So again, Mike Rowe does a fantastic job evangelizing this, and I saw him.
He follows me.
Oh, fantastic.
No, I don't know. I just wanted to sort of lie out, get your...
Well, Mike, if you are looking for another person to tell the rest of the story, you should talk to Scott Mackenzie. There's a little plug.
Please.
All right, there we go. So, but I just saw Mike present at the Cardone Growth Conference in Vegas a few months ago, and he used to talk about 4 million jobs. Now he's up to 6 million. So that was a significant change for me over that. And he's been talking about this for years and years and years, right? Of giving work scholarships for people to go and learn a trade. And it's fantastic. But where I'm working towards is I've heard that TikTok in China pushes sciences and learning and education, while the algorithm that they throw to the United States is just let me dance with my pants around my ankles while my car is rolling with no driver. Right. Another stupid, goofy thing. So just like AI has some advantages, there's also some disadvantages. Same thing with social media, and I think social media can be some great stuff. I just had a reunion a couple weeks ago in California with a bunch of my swim and water polo team members. Yeah. Unfortunately, we got together because one of my roommate, when I was on the swim team, he passed away from pancreatic cancer rapidly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So terrible reason to get together, but still a great celebration of his life and getting to see people I haven't seen in decades. That all came about from social media. That probably wouldn't have happened without it. So there are pros and cons. My thing about when it comes to IoT and wireless sensors, like you're getting all this data. And I used to think, something failed, more sensors, more data. That's not it. It's when you are presented with some information about something's failing, are you taking the next step to understand why did it fail? You're not usually doing that.
No.
Like a bearing fault. Are you finding out, did that bearing fault start out as an inner race fault, an outer race fault, a rolling element fault? Was it a lubrication issue? Right. So we have a recommendation, and if you want, go to failureprevention.com/ruin, RUIN, and just say you want the bearing life study. Just put in the word bearing and click contact page. But we have a strategy to stop people from having outer race faults of their bearings because they are sitting still for too long, and vibration is constantly happening, and it ends up denting the outside of the outer race, and then they finally put it into use. It gets hot. That dent that it came over time then swells up with thermal growth, and then you shut it down and it goes down. It goes a couple of cycles of thermal cycling, and you flake a piece of metal off, and suddenly a bearing failed in 3 months of use. And you're like, how could that be? It's a brand new motor. We just put it into play.
Yeah.
So if you guys want more information on how to get around that.
But it never ends, Carl. I mean,
everything
just
fails.
like it's a tsunami of just... I've always been an advocate for educating and collaborating with the right people, trusted individuals to be able to answer your problems or challenges, and innovating. But this whole education, it's a tsunami.
Well, we've talked about before, right? The silver tsunami of gray hair retirements is washing away knowledge, know-how, and skills, right? So, and part of it comes from things like like you used to have to jump a car battery, so you had to know electricity when you were 14, right? To help your parents get the car going.
Don't cross it.
Yeah, exactly. Don't cross it. I mean, I did that. I remember I did that.
Yeah,
the battery
you did it one time.
Yeah, one time. And you never forget that.
Yeah.
So, not to blow my horn too much, but I make my kids learn how to jump a car battery.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember a couple of years ago, the dryer went out. It wasn't heating. So I had my daughter behind the dryer with a multimeter, testing all the connections.
Yeah.
And she's crying. She's like, no, Dad, makes their daughter do this. I'm like, be quiet, keep using it. And then she found the fault. And all of a sudden the meter went, whoop, and I go, see? What? And she's like, oh my gosh, yeah, okay. I go, so let's take that part off. And then she found the coils in the heater were broken. And she was like, oh, it's amazing. I go, isn't this great? She goes, no, I still don't like it, Dad, but I do understand why you made me do this. But no other father's making their daughter use a fluke multimeter behind the dryer.
Yes, classic fluke.
Yeah. So, but wanted to give those guys a shout out.
No, that's good stuff. How do people get a hold of you, Carl?
You go to failureprevention.com, or they can just Google Dr. Carl with a K, Dr. Karl Hoffower.
Yeah, but you're on LinkedIn.
I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Facebook, but LinkedIn, Failure Prevention. Look up Failure Prevention. Or again, the last thing, failureprevention.com/ruin, and that'll be a landing page and get in contact with you.
Don't worry about it. It'll all be out on Industrial Talk.
Well, I do want to talk more some other time about the depth and breadth of where wireless can fail. We got more time next time.
Yeah, well, we can do another one.
Okay.
Just look on my calendar right there. Figure it out.
Well, then we'll do it and we won't.
Yeah.
But good to see you. Thank you again for the opportunity.
Always great to have you. Always great to have you. All right, once again, we're going to have all the contact information for Carl out on Industrial Talk. So reach out to him. Make sure that is a connection that you make a priority. Yes, there you go. We are once again broadcasting on site, SMRP, and it is a collection of a bunch of Carls that have solutions in their noggin, and they're just constantly just popping out. They're solving problems right here. So if you are in the world of asset management, maintenance, or reliability, this is a must-attend event. Put it on your 26 calendar. All right, we're going to wrap it up on the other side. Stay tuned. We will be right back.
You're listening to the Industrial Talk Podcast Network.
There it is, right there. His stat card. Dr. Karl Hoffower. Right there. Right there. All his contact information will be out on Industrial Talk, so you need to reach out to this gent because he does not disappoint. He truly has a heart for your success. And it's great, always, absolutely always great to be able to have him on Industrial Talk. You got to check out his other conversation. Always a delight, always lively, and always insightful. That's Dr. Karl right there. Make it happen. Failure Prevention Associates is the organization. All right. You in the world of asset management? Are you? Are you in the world of maintenance? Yeah? Reliability? Yeah? And you're not attending SMRP? You got a problem. You need to be there. You need to be there because they are the leader in all things reliable. Yeah, they just are. They're just an amazing organization, and it's led by amazing individuals who have just really given their hearts and soul for this industry. It is. It's one of my favorite conferences, and the reason it is because everybody's just wanting to help solve challenges. And I think specifically, personally, as I continue to sort of be in this world, I've seen it evolve from, whatever, it's not a big deal, whatever, to where it is today, because I think companies, well, I know companies are really interested in, optimization. And that is a asset management, reliability, equation. You want to optimize your organization? You want to optimize your operations? Yeah, it is. SMRP. Check them out. Industrial Talk is here for you. Again, we need to inspire the next generation of, industrial leaders, specifically in the world of reliability and asset management. We need to. You know how we do that? We tell our story. We show our personality. We put ourselves out there and be able to say, yes, this is an important industry to be involved in. We need to do that. You need to do that. Industrial Talk is here for you. Just go out to industrialtalk.com. Click connect. Talk to me. Let's tell your story. Let's get you the attention you so deserve. All right, be bold, be brave, dare greatly. Hang out with Karl. Change all the world. We're going to have another great conversation shortly, so stay tuned.